want to stand with your feet about hip distance apart, arms by your sides, and we're just going to slowly let our arms come up from our sides, palms facing down as they come up, and then let our arms come up overhead, palms facing out, backs of the hands together, and then give a nice stretch up towards the sky. Take a nice deep breath into the belly and the chest, expanding the chest and the belly. And then slowly let it out as the arms slowly come down to our sides. So we're going to do this to each of the 5 directions of the mandala, if you'd like. So we're going to start facing the east. So that's, of course, where the sun rises in the morning. So if you can remember where the sun rises in relation to your house, you can start by facing the east. I'm going to just keep facing forward so you can see and hear me a little better. So we'll let our arms come up from our sides. And as we face the east, that's the color white. As you remember at the bottom of the mandala, the element is water. The emotion is anger or hatred, and transformed it becomes loving kindness. A nice stretch up towards the sky. Deep breath into the chest and the belly, and slowly let it out as the arms slowly come down to our sides. And then you can take a quarter turn to your right, and we'll be facing the south. So as our arms come up, we can think of the sun moving through the sky. Once it's overhead, it's nice bright yellow. That's the color in this direction. The element is earth. And the emotion is pride, and transformed it becomes equanimity. Nice stretch up towards the sky, feet really planted on the earth. Deep breath into the chest and the belly, and slowly let it out as the arms slowly come down. Let's take one more quarter turn to our right. We'll be facing the west. And as our arms come up, we can think of the color red from the sunset time. The element's fire. The emotion is greed. Transformed, it becomes compassion. A nice stretch up towards the sky. Deep breath into the belly. Slowly let it out as the arms slowly come down. And then one more quarter turn to your right. We'll be facing the north. As the arms come up, you can think of all the beautiful trees in the north, the green color, the air that they create. Those are the qualities in this direction. Nice stretch up towards the sky, feet really planted on the earth. Deep breath into the chest and belly, and slowly let it out as the arms slowly come down. And the emotion in this direction is jealousy. Transformed, it becomes joy. And one more quarter turn to your right. We'll be facing the east, but we're going to be focusing on the center. So that means all the space above us and below us, and at our deepest center. So as your arms come up, you can think of the color blue, deep royal blue, and the element is ether, the atmospheric quality. Nice stretch up to the sky, feet really planted on the earth. Deep breath into the chest and belly, and then slowly let it out as the arms slowly come down to our sides. And the emotion in this direction is ignorance, and transformed it becomes deep inner wisdom. Okay, so that's our mandala practice or flying practice. So we're going to just do one more standing practice while we're up. It's a slow walking practice. So we're going to have our feet about a little further than hip distance apart. And we'll just lift the heel of one foot and then the ball of the foot and then the toes. And then set down heel, ball, toe. And then lift the back heel, ball, toe. And set down heel, ball, toe. So if it works for you to make a little clockwise circle at your home, that's a nice place, a way to do this practice. But if you don't have much space, you can just kind of walk in place like I'm doing. And this is really nice practice to just kind of help slow the world down. And while we do this practice, it's really nice to focus on your senses. Just letting your senses be relaxed and open. Relaxing all the muscles around your eyes. Letting your sense of sight be just very receptive, open, and appreciative. And then relaxing all the muscles around the ear and the neck. Letting all the sounds just come in and soothe you and let you have a sense of appreciation for them, for the fact that we have the sense of sound, or hearing. And likewise with our sense of smell, as we breathe deeply, we can appreciate all the subtle scents that might be in our room. And just appreciate the fact that we're able to smell and experience our world this way. Smell all the wonderful flowers if we're not allergic. And wonderful food smells. And then also our sense of taste we can be aware of. So usually we're not aware of that if we're not eating or drinking something, but we can just be aware of the subtle, natural taste in the mouth, relaxing the throat and the jaw, and just appreciating the fact that we are able to taste the wonderful variety of foods that we're able to have. And finally, our sense of touch. You know, we have that over our whole bodies, and it's so wonderful. We get to touch our loved ones. We get to experience our world by touching the different textures. And it's just so wonderful that we are able to experience our world in a very physical, kinetic way. So now we're going to sit back down and we're going to do a little chanting.